Oi, oi, welcome back to a very, very special episode of Vaabs Podcast.
It is your
Vaabs. I am your host, Captain Le Brazil. To the far left of me is your other host, Davey D, and a familiar face in the middle, ladies and gentlemen.
Hola, Wagwan Iguana.
Tonight, it's a very special
boys. Good to see you, boys. I miss you guys a lot, eh?
Oh, we missed
Thank you for having me.
No, man,
what a
thank
fucking
you.
special occasion, eh?
100%.
Eh?
What a special
Fuck,
occasion.
what a special occasion.
Bro, I mean-
We're allowed to swear jokes.
I swear,
Obviously.
I was saying to Lebs as well, because it's like, I think back to when we first did the podcast, and it's like you were one of our first guests that like helped push like the nightlife scene and everything. And it's
awesome,
like
dude.
it just feels so like good to almost be like pay homage to it.
Yeah, it's like almost goes full circle, bro.
Yeah,
like,
legitimately.
And I was saying to Lebs on the phone the other day, it was just like so awesome to see you guys become like influential in the music scene and kind of like dipping into it and like explaining and like, you know, building your network through that. And like, I think it was a good place to focus. And I think it's done your wonders. Like,
no, for me, and it's like, it's beautiful as well because it's like, I think without knowing exactly what was happening, it's like, you were the perfect guest for us to start off with, and even now I feel like it's even better now for what you're doing in the scene now.
Yeah,
that's what we're here to talk about.
Yeah, full circle, dude. You know what I mean? Like we can sit here and recap. I was looking at the dates. It was like it's probably 2 years now since we had that podcast. Yeah,
just
can you
over
believe that?
two,
You know, 2 years ago. Yeah, crazy.
insane.
A lot happens in 2 years. Yeah, and I've been watching you guys, and it's been so awesome to like. For me, it's been like. My insight and seeing on like what's going on in the Joburg music scene has been incredible. Just watching what you guys are doing and like giving me that insight. And it's like, you know, as a Cape Town, it's weird how the scenes can be so separated but so together. But like, it's been cool to watch your journey since then. Big shout out. Like,
we appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
I feel like
big
the
shout
coolest
out.
part is that we can come back. Guys, shout out fucking Detention Radio.
Yeah,
Shout out
dude, like,
Bad
look
Manner.
at this,
Shout out
bro.
the boy,
Yeah.
Shano.
Look at Shano back here.
Shano in the back playing the tune.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't really taken it what the fuck we're doing.
Like everyone's
We're just
kind of
actually
like
pretending
it's
what's
like, is this
happening?
happening? Like, I mean, fuck. When did I hit you up? Like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, oh, let's do this thing, and now we're here, sitting here.
The amount of times, especially last year, I remember you said you were coming back in Jan. We said we need to do something.
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't able to plan it midway through the year, but now we're literally here. Like,
Yeah, but everything happens at the right time, bro.
Yeah,
you know how
100%.
things work.
Nah, I'm beautiful.
But otherwise, the Oaks have been good, eh?
No, man,
Like,
I'm
exciting, yeah.
You know what? Have you been good, boss? Because it's been a minute since
Mate,
we've seen
I've
you.
fucking,
going
a
on.
lot has happened in my life.
100%. So walk us through it, yeah.
A lot of change. Yeah, dude, I think you know what I've been through in the music industry is all trial and error, and you go through things, and subculture was a great thing, and like I've kind of grown up as someone in the music industry. You know, I think the last time I spoke to you, I was speaking to you in the height of subculture, and that was a cool experience, and a lot of stuff happened, and like now we're sitting at this point where you take a step back and you kind of look at where you are at the industry and the lessons that you learn and the things that happen and like how you have to adapt and how you have to change. And but otherwise, as a person, I'm in a way better place.
I love that.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, and that's fucking. It's such a cool feeling. You know what I mean? Like, this industry will eat you up. And you know, I always say to people, it's like we live in this reality where everyone else escapes.
Yeah.
Okay, do you get what I'm saying? So like us as a musician or someone that works in the event industry, you come to me and you step into my world and then you can escape out of my world. But like I always live in that world.
Oh, excellent.
Do you get what I mean? Like
100%.
it's like fucking profound, but like you know what I mean? But like it's the truth, bro. And like I think you can get so caught up in that, and like I think it was a big thing coming to terms with, and it's like so bittersweet that like you have to realize that you now are not jolling anymore, and you're not the one that's a party goer, you're the one that's providing the party for the people. Do you know what I mean? And I think like that whole journey and that whole experience that I've gone through in the past 2 years, it's really it's humbling, and it's also just it's a difficult thing because you kind of have to let go of the reason why you started it in the first place. You get what I mean? So like, think about it, bro. You go out.
Oh no,
You know, like you do what you do because you love what you do. But imagine you can't do what you want to do anymore.
No, for me, the Lebs is like we go through the same thing like every time because it's like we go to the draws and it's like you're recording things and it's like you're not really in the moment enjoying yourself. You're just kind of there. It's like I'm doing this because I have to, and then it's like why am I doing this thing? Exactly. I'm not enjoying myself. I'm not able to run to the front of the stage, enjoy the set.
But that's the thing. It's like you have to change your mindset, bro. Like you have to position your mind in a different way. Like you have to look at it in a perspective where it's like you've now had the beautiful experiences, so you now have to give it back to the people. And you know, to run it like a successful business, you have to, you know, be on top of your game. And unfortunately in this industry it's very difficult to be on top of your game because like, you know, mate, you go out and you fucking send it like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday you're not correct. You know what I'm saying? And then like, so you have to kind of let go of that part of it and come to terms. So it's been a crazy journey, dude. It's been a very interesting 2 years in my life since all of that,
But it sounds like you've done a lot of like
some ganja here, boy.
It's probably fucking live.
Hey, it's fucked up, boy. Second-hand fumes.
100%. But walk us through what's been happening lately, like ever since Subculture. The dip out. If you want to get into what happened with Subculture,
what's nice is like I feel like this was the perfect opportunity to talk because like, you know, I built such a nice relationship with you guys and like I think we've worked well together and I feel like this is a nice time to address what happened. Like Subculture, it blew up very quickly and you know, it became quite a big company. Like I mean, bro, like, and we got big investment at a very early age and you know, my business partner, he came and injected quite a bit of cash and I think we got overexcited. We did.
That's unfortunate.
Like, you know, the thing is like the company was so big, like ego plays a role, you know, there's different things that happen and you look at it and you kind of like, you know, I want to scale up and you know, fuck, we pumped a lot of money into the first few festivals and it's such a weird story what happened. So after the last time I spoke to you guys, we decided to throw Have a Nice Day. So Have a Nice Day was a sub version of Subculture, right? So like, and that was where Subculture was weird because the lines were always blurred what the brand really was. Like if I had to ask you now what Subculture was, you probably wouldn't be able to tell me.
It felt like an umbrella for many other things.
But like,
so like you had your Culture Clash as well.
Exactly,
and
like
all these
lots of different sub things.
Recording studio.
And even I didn't really know what was going on because everything was happening so quickly because like Subculture started as a promotion company, right? So like we when I was younger, I mean fucking 21, 22 years old, we kind of created this system where we understood how to use micro-influencers. So, you know, fucking like, you know, you go look at your Instagram story and then there are all the posts and the chicks are posting this and that and this. And like, so we were doing all of that and then we realized, shit, okay, you know, we built quite a big network from this. And then the Instagram account, bro, I mean, we got fucking like 8,000 followers in the space of 6 months. Like, and that company blew up, dude. And we were sitting on the space and I was like, you know what, let's throw events because I'm promoting everyone else's events.
We have the data.
Why not throw events? You know what I mean? And then the thing is like, business, you've got to have your core of your business and you never lose interest in what the core is, right? So like, and I feel like it was always promotions and Subculture was a promotion company and we lost that core value. And then you get what I'm saying? And then I started throwing events and then it just became very blurred. And then back to Have a Nice Day, like, you know, we grew, started throwing events, all of that kind of stuff. Then we had that cash injection. We had the 16th of December, I think it was 2022. Yeah, dude, we had the festival got rained out on the 16th. So I had the date sorted. A week before they were like, listen, you know, we put like, bro, like $750,000 into this thing, all right? And like we were ready to go, which is also an ego thing, you know, like start small, go big. You know, that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned, you know, in the underground industry. Like if you're gonna do something, build a community, build a family, and then grow from there, rather than you know, just come down your throat. And I think that was one of the biggest mistakes that we made. And anyway, so the 16th happened, but it got rained out. So I had a very specific target market. So like how Cape Town works is by the 16th, 17th of December, everyone's still in Cape Town, the Cape Townians. So we had that market locked, but then they all go away. You know, they go to St. Francis, they go to Plet, they go overseas, whatever they want to do. And I had to change the date to the 27th. So Also, another thing, I should have just postponed the festival for later, but this is, you know, the mistakes you make, bro. And I was just like, I just want to fucking throw this party, dude. You know what I mean?
Like a brick wall. You're literally like, bro, we're throwing the party.
Dude, it was ready, bro. Like, it was like, everything was ready. So I was like, and I remember sitting there getting the phone call being like, fuck, the festival's changed. And I had to look at the lineup and I was like, all right, shit, now I've got to like cater to the Joburg market, right? So I literally had to change the lineup. Lots of artists dropped. So I had international artists that couldn't perform. So like it all turned into different marketing. And then like I was like, fuck it, right. So now I have to, that's when I booked Dogstar and Illing to play back to back because I had to try like cater for the Joburg market, right? Yo, this is one of my favorite tracks there. I knew this was gonna happen.
Before we started Mike was just like, bro, boy, they're gonna play heaters and we're not gonna be able to chat.
Anyway, yeah, what a track. So yeah, bro, and then like and then that happened, and we obviously took an. I'll actually tell you a fucking crazy story, but so the festival happened. We lost a bit of cash. Was gonna happen, you know, like the general rule with the festival, it takes about 3 years, you know, 3-4 years, you know, capital injection, you know, and thinking that subculture was so big, I thought it would just happen naturally, but you've got to always like, you know, and a festival is a lot about respect. It's a lot about the music curation. It's a lot about the environment that you create, and like, you know, I just automatically thought subculture would be able to create that. Anyway, so that happened, and then we took an L at that festival. We hit numbers, but not what we wanted, right?
Yeah.
And so that's fine. We were like, okay, that's cool. You know, we had enough money to continue and do something else. And then I was like, fuck it, right, let's throw a festival in Plett. I was like, let me do something in Easter. I had 2 internationals coming down. I was like, fuck, let's bring these guys out. And bro, so I fucking get there, venue that I was meant to use dropped me in last minute, right?
Shit.
So now I'm scrambling. Ego hits in again. Same mistake as I make. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking throw this party. So I find this person, like I'm not the kind of person to throw names under whatever, like that's not my vibe at all, but like this is just how it was. And she kind of like put me under pressure, to put this huge deposit. And she was just like milking me, dude, like out of everything. Anyway, throw the event.
Welcome to Joburg kind of
thing. Bro, like,
they will take advantage of you.
Bro, you fucking give a finger and then next thing your whole fucking family's gone, man. You know what I'm saying? Like your ancestors are out there.
They came to collect from the bloodline.
Fucking duty raised, man, bro. Anyway, so this chick ended up stealing from me, bro. So she stole all my door money. She stole all my fucking sponsorship cash, my bar deal that I had with her, any ticket sales that I had that she did, and she vanished.
Fuck all.
My bro, she vanished, gone.
Boy.
Dog, gone.
In the name of
and the thing is, like, there were rumors about what happened, and like, you know, she had done this to a few other people in the town, and like, I was just so fuck, bro. Like, you know, when you're under pressure in business, you make irrational decisions, dude. Like, I've got this saying where it's like, if you're hungry and you run into a store, you always buy the wrong food.
100%.
Yeah. So
just forget what you need.
You get what I'm saying? So like, and I think that was the case in that situation. You're under pressure. I made an irrational decision and I didn't check the vibes. Anyway, so she ended up fucking off with a lot of the cash, and then that put us into $500,000 rand worth of debt, bro.
Jeez, boy.
And you know, fuck, dude. Like, we were sitting there. There was a lot going on in my life. So like, financially, like, I was in a situation where I had to pay that back.
Yeah,
bro. And like, I had to now take a step back from subculture and be like, shit, dude. Like, you know, the thing is, you can keep throwing events, but like, it's such a risk. Think about it. It's like
you may make it big, but
you now have to pay back the people that you owe money, but you have to throw an event, break even, make the money, then pay those people back.
Yes.
So now next thing you don't break even.
Whatever's
what you're doing now. So now you're in debt for that event.
Yeah.
Plus beforehand.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and like, it was just this fucking vicious cycle that was going on, dude. And like, and I sat there and I was like, fuck, bro, like what to do now? And like, and I actually had to take a step back from subculture, and I had to like look at it, and I was like, it was so sad to watch that happen to the brand, because now it's dormant. Like, we're sitting there with this brand, we don't know what to do with it yet, but there was a lot of damage done.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It taints the name, basically.
Yeah, bro. Like, and the thing is, like, you know, owing people money sucks, because like, I can't tell you when I'm gonna have money.
Yeah.
I can't. Like,
exactly.
you know what I mean? Like, I can't be like, this is gonna happen. I can't guarantee you. Like, it's like, and my decision was like, do I go corporate and like, you know, make the money back, or do I? I was trying to tase each other.
Tasers.
Someone got tased, boy.
We're outside.
Welcome to
We're outside. Yeah, welcome to New Jersey, boy. Good to be home. Fuck. Anyway, so like, and that was the situation I was in, bro. And I was like, you know what? Do I go corporate? But the thing is, bro, like I've been doing this like my whole life, and I was like, I had to really look into it and take the time and like. You know, you can say to someone, I'm going to pay you back. And it's always like, unfortunately, false promises and this and that. And like, it did a lot of damage to my name. It did a lot of damage to the brand. And like, but you keep going.
Yeah.
You got to keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, now we're in a position where we're almost clear. Subculture was put aside, bro. Fuck, dude. Like, it's, and like, I'm going to be real, bro. Like, I had to move home to my parents' house. Like, every cent that I made was fucking
going towards paying
everyone back, dude.
Shit,
like, dude, and it's taken me 2 years to get into a position where I am now, where I'm finally in a place where I can restart. And, yeah, dude, like, fuck, it sucked. And like, I fucking lost a lot of friendships and a lot of relationships. And, but then again, you know, you do these kind of things and you can only apologize and do better. You know what I mean? And when you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that was a big thing with Subculture. And like, you know, also like, I think I got greedy at a stage and I went for the younger market because I wanted more people. So the brand got associated with the younger crowd. Then you end up losing the older crowd.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
that's one of the big problems as well.
Exactly. And like the music industry is such a finicky thing, bro, because as much as it's pure and it's music, and like I always say that music is the only language that everyone speaks, it's still a very cliquey environment.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
At the end of the day, it's like a business as well. It's like they gotta try push numbers.
Exactly. And it was tough, bro. And then I realized that like I couldn't keep running Subculture because of how detrimental that incident was. Yeah. So then, which is the beautiful thing about it, is you always evolve.
Yeah.
And you keep changing. You know what I mean? It's like you can never stay the same because the only constant is change.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So like, and that's when, you know, I started Street Dictionary and I looked at Subculture in a different perspective. And that draws me now into what's happening now, and us sitting here now.
There we go.
It's like, fuck, dude, like
the reason we got you back in
Joburg. You know it's taken me 2 years to get to this point to be able to talk about it, bro.
Yeah,
like
100%.
You know what I mean? It's fucking because it's like it's hard to admit that you fucked up, bro.
Yeah, but it's like I think it's nice that you can come here because. For me, it takes so much courage and everything to come onto a podcast as well and say, like, it was a problem and I did mess up, but it's like I'm here now and I'm ready to do better and push the envelope again.
Yeah. And it's also not like you ever gave up on it. Like you were literally like, I'm gonna brick wall through this. Until I fucking
like, dude, you know,
get back to where I was.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, bro. Like, I got integrity tattooed across my chest, bro, because like, you know, I could have run away like that chick.
No.
But like I wake up every day and I have fucking integrity tattooed across my chest to make sure that I fucking wake up in the morning and get that shit done. Like, and like, yeah, bro, fucking hardcore lessons, dude. And but as I said, we're here now and it's like fucking it was tough coming on and doing this, bro.
No, but I mean, it's like I said just now, it's like for me, I've got so much admiration because it's like you started this new thing now and like you're pushing it and it's like you're proud of it still. It's not like you're just trying to get the money back and then get out of the scene. It's like, I'm coming back for the scene and I'm coming back even better now.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, that's what's the most beautiful part because you've never given up on the scene.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, you know what, dude, like you must always remember, like, you do it for the love of music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like you've always got to come back to the reason why you do it. And I love music and I want to fucking explore different music and introduce people to different sounds and like provide an experience that's something that they'll remember for the rest of their life. And those are the kind of things that drive you. You know what I mean? And like, I think that's when you got to really dig deep and figure out like that's the reason fucking why that you do this shit. So yeah, that's why I'm here now having this conversation. Like, yeah. Fucking
I love
deep chats, eh? Deep chats, eh? Yeah, fucking first date vibes, eh?
But I mean, you've always, to me, been a very big pusher of underground culture in SA, underground music and all of that.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Talk to me about like Street Dictionary. How did that now manifest? Like, we know the backstory of subculture, all of that. Yeah. But now you're sitting there in the room, you're making your money back from all that other shit. Now you're like, okay, we need to carry on, we need to move forward. So what does this next arc of your growing look like?
Do you know what happened? It was actually a very fortunate situation, bro. Like, subculture became an underground. So, like, as you said, like, I love the love of the underground, bro. Like, you know, introducing to like a sound that people have never heard before, and exposing them to something new. Like, and subculture blew up to the point that it became a commercial brand. It was so big that it lost its underground essence. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
that was one of the questions we had for you. Was, do you think underground genres actually need to be the biggest fucking genre?
No, it doesn't. And that's the fucking biggest lesson I learned. An underground party is an underground party.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like 400 people, super intimate, people that appreciate music. I always say, like, when I DJ now, bro, like, I'd rather play a set to 10 people that appreciate the music than 1,000 people that don't understand it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the definition of underground music, bro. And like, anyway, so that kind of like brought me into Street Dictionary, and like I had to now rebrand and create a new concept that was drawn away from subculture and almost create another, not even an alias, but like just a completely new concept. But like, I was lucky because I got approached by Life and Brand. So I don't know if you know Life and Brand. So that's La Parada, Tiger's Milk, The Grand.
Oh, hectic.
Yeah, so like they reached out to me and they were like, we want you to do something at La Parada in Constantia.
Yeah.
And I've always enjoyed disco music. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up in a household where my mom was listening to fucking old school 90s jazz. You know, my dad was big Bob Marley. There's a lot of disco in my house. My fucking, so I'm half Afrikaans, but I can't fucking speak the language at all. I'm not gonna tell you those. I was gonna tell you my Afrikaans results, so I'm not gonna do it.
With the last name like Klaas, my boy.
I know. I'm more Jewish than anything.
Oh man.
So I was very lucky that Life and Brand found me at that time, bro. And then I was sitting on this idea. So Bazik came to me and they were like, one of our stages have dropped and we need a brand to come in. And I was always sitting on this idea of cafe.
Yeah.
And like cafes, the whole concept in my head was like to build a fucking cafe, like a proper cafe, and people would dance around it. Anyway, so like, and that was all disco and new disco, kind of indie dance. And like, I never thought that I would enjoy that genre, but like for some reason it sat with me. But I also understood that's the Cape Town market and they really enjoy it. And like, but there's also the underground side of that music. There really is, dude. Yeah. And like, anyway, so Life and Brand came to me and I was like, here's the opportunity to do cafe. And like, obviously they have the cash. And these oaks injected some cash and I built a cafe and I put it in the middle of La Parada and it was a boiler room. Okay?
That's fucking sick.
No, seriously, dude. And like, it's this boiler room and all the best fucking disco DJs in the country were playing at this party, and we're now doing, at the end of this month, the 5th of October, I'm doing my 11th cafe.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. So like,
that's cool.
And you know, everything happens for a reason, and it was a blessing in disguise. And like, that cafe kind of saved me. The money I was making there was paying back everything in subculture. You know what I mean? And so yeah, dude, I kind of went down this route and like designing brands. And then what I realized, I was like, you know what, like, what you are good at is creating concepts and selling brands and ideas to people. Like what I'm saying to you guys about, you know, creating your events and like, you know, like, you've always got to look at it in a sense of, you know, always evolving and making something out of something. You know, you have a brand. How do you refine it, tell your story about it, and then kind of progress? Yeah. You know what I mean? And like, I think that's where you guys are at. And I mean, let's not tell them too many secrets. But so yeah, and then that's when I came up with the idea of Street Dictionary. And I think Street Dictionary is now, it's a branding and consulting company where I have an agency with videographers, photographers. I have contact with all the agencies. Like, you know, I've got rates that you can get that not normal people can get, and we can build these brands and sell them to companies.
Oh, that's
in essence, you know what I mean? So like like what I've done with Cafe, and I did another one called La Disco Loco, and I've had other ones called Redux, and you reach out to, you look at their target market, you look at their LSMs, you look at like what they want to achieve, you look at the venue, what the venue is going to suit, and then we build brands and give it back to the whoever like, you know, whatever my client is, you know what I mean? But then as well, within Street Dictionary, I have FTC,
yes,
you know, which is like my passion brand. And then I've got It's a House, and like It's a House is also like, you know, I love house music. And then like another good example is like now my partnership with Minimal. Yeah. So I don't know if you've heard of Minimal in Cape Town.
I came to that party.
Hey boy, hey boy.
Mike posted on the story. It's like private party, invite only. I was like, boy, surely I get the fucking location. He's like, boy, pull up.
Yeah, straight up, pull up on me.
100%.
Yeah,
boy.
So like, Minimal was cool because like, huge shout out to Cody Mayer, like, bro, all the love in the world for that guy, bro. Like, when I was at my worst, bro, like, you know, I went through a lot, and like, you know, I was dealing with situations in ways that I shouldn't have, and like, and I had to, you know, overcome those situations. But Cody was always there for me, and Minimal was a space for me to play the music that I really loved, because I really like deep tech, and I really like that kind of sound, which is a very underground sound, bro. Like, and Cody led me into that world, and like, and this is exactly an example of how Street Dictionary works. Is I came into Minimal, and I've been hired as the marketing director and art director pretty much of Minimal. Yeah. And that's what Street Dictionary does. It looks at a brand and it looks how we can evolve it. So they had the bar, but then they decided to move out of the bar, and we decided to come up with this concept called Phase 2. And like Phase 2 was the evolution of Minimal.
Oh yeah.
And we now take it into street parties and this kind of stuff, and it's like,
I know, I saw you guys did the Spotify thing as well.
Yeah, so like, I mean, fuck dude, like to have a Spotify campaign, like we're like unreal, dude. Like I still get like, you know, the fact that I was able to do a Spotify campaign now, dude, like you're sitting here with, you know, probably the biggest fucking streaming company in the
ego's
world.
Building in the back. It's a little bar. The ego was like empty, and now you're like, yo, I pulled off that Spotify thing. And it's building back. I was like, I'm gonna throw the festival again. It's like,
yo, boy, imagine that festival. Don't just don't put your money.
Bro, you see a bank account change, it's like, yeah, fuck it, we're doing it. Run it back.
100%.
Yeah, dude. And the thing is, like, fuck, man, like, we threw this Minimal party, and like it was awesome, the street party, and then for Spotify to want to like collab, because like they understand that we're pushing this minimal sound, bro.
Yeah.
Like
definitely.
if you understand minimal music, it's strip techno, but like still close to deep house, but it's like super monotonous, super like, as an artist, you have to add value to the music, and it's like, there's music overseas now called Romanian minimal, and it's kind of like taking over the world, and it's like 128 BPM, 130 BPM, smooth music, but like, fuck, it's super cool, super hypnotic, and it's like another genre that's coming into the country, and like, music goes in waves, bro, like, you know, like, and Minimal is true underground music, and like, I feel like that is what and that's why I believe in Minimal so much, and that's why Cody believes in me, bro. Cody is like one of the best DJs I think I've seen in probably in Africa, dude. Like, and yeah, bro, the way that can like, and his DJ schools, and like how his affiliation with Club Paradise, and how much they've helped him, and like just to kind of watch, it's just like, you know, it's the underdog story, bro.
Yeah,
100%. Fuck, you know, I like, after what happened with me, I fell in love with the underdog, you know? You know what I mean, bro? Like,
because it's always there for you.
Yeah.
It's that warm place where like sometimes we even say like with drum and bass parties, it's like we can go to 100 different parties and stuff
drum
like that.
Drum and bass is fucking shit up at the moment.
Boy, it's fucking shit up right now. It's a bit scary right now. It's an underground, who knows? But I mean, it's getting its flowers and it deserves it. But
it does, yeah.
You can always come back to that scene that your heart's in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, straight up. And like, that's why it's so awesome coming back to Joburg for me, bro, because like, you know, I grew up in the deep house scene here. Like, dude, like fucking back in the day, Carlos, the Reedies, Deep Town, like, mate, I go back to Ruby Blues and like Tempos, like, mate, Yosh were probably still in grade 5 and shit when this shit was like, fuck, I just exposed the
weird flex, bro. Weird flex.
Yeah, I am, boy, yellow tracksuits, two-stepping, like, I don't know why the fuck I just told everyone that, but like,
yeah.
So, And that's what you're saying, you know, going back to the roots of your music, dude. And like minimal was the evolution of the deep house, and and I put a lot of my time into that because, you know, I believe in that sound and I believe in the underground music, and I really believe that like it's a safe haven for me, dude. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Would you want it to become like a thing where it's more popular but still becomes underground? But it's like, I don't know, for me it's like I try to think the whole time, like, how do you actually keep underground to the point which it's like not profitable, but it can be like a life force for you, but then also stay true to its roots.
Such a good question, because underground is always passion.
Yeah, but for me it's like, one thing I love about underground is you can see where passion is, because it goes, and it's like you can see when someone's throwing a party to make money, you can see when someone's throwing a party to like enjoy the music.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
And that's why underground for me holds true, because it's like they won't be packed all the time, but when like you can feel the energy's there for everyone that's there.
But that's going back to my point where I'm saying like you'd rather play music to 10 people that enjoy it than like
100%.
And I think like you've got to separate greed from making money, and like you must decide what's lucrative and what's not.
Yeah.
Like that's why the corporate stuff's incredible, and like, you know, still play good music. Fuck, the disco that we do is still good. Like, I mean, I'm fucking working on a brand now with Saggy Stone, and like it's corporate, but like we're still gonna deliver good music, but I know that the returns are gonna be good there. But it also made me realize that underground is underground, and you do it because you love it. And like, I don't think as someone that comes from the underground, don't ever do it to make money, do it because you love it.
I think it's like if you take the approach of I'm making this more mainstream because I want people to love it, not because I want to make profit off them. It's like I want you to see this because I feel like you could benefit from it. And I feel like at least changes it there.
But then again, like, look at you guys with your podcast. Like, you're not doing this because you want to make money. You do it because you fucking love it.
That's the thing.
It's almost like you have to in order to justify doing it.
Look.
Which is like a trap in this country.
Straight up. But like, at the end of the day, bro, like, you're going to keep your 9 to 5 until this becomes lucrative enough to do it. But like, until then, like, make sure you keep this your passion, because don't lose the end goal. Like, everything happens naturally. You know what I mean? And I think that's answering your question.
Definitely.
What I learned, dude, and that's with FTC and what we're doing here. It's like I'm here to show a new genre to people, dude. Like, for me, I don't really give a fuck if there's like, you know, I don't give a fuck. I just like, there's such fucking sick music, and I just want people to hear it, dude. Like,
no, I feel the exact same way. Like, even when like I saw the lineup and like homies were playing their like tuning, they're playing UKG, I was like, bro, I've been begging for a garage. I feel like I've been manifesting like for the longest time.
And that fucking like drill over that music. It's so like, I come from here, you know what I mean? Like,
the fucking
what you say, B.
Garage is so. I feel like the problem is people don't know how diverse it can be, bro.
But that's exactly amazing you bring up that point, because like a lot of people don't realize that it's like garage is like house.
Yes, exactly. It can be like house. It can be like R&B. It can be like fucking wobbly trap, drum and bass. Fuck.
You know what I'm saying? Selector.
It has everything. Bro.
Exactly. And I think that's what's cool about garage, and I think that's what's also cool about the underground music. Going back to that point, it's like, do it because you love it, and if you love it enough, it will do you justice. Bro.
I think it's nice as well. It's like, it's pure in all of its forms. Like, for me, it's like I can't see any malicious intent with it.
Exactly. And
it's like-minded homies as well.
And that's what it is. And like, you know what I realized the big thing about the music scene is, it's like you have to build your community, bro.
You
know what I mean? It's like I can come into a scene and be like, I'm gonna throw drum and bass parties. Who the fuck am I to come through and drum and bass parties? You know what I mean? Like, I can't just walk into a scene that's been controlled by fucking Niskawan and these kind of Rude One and these kind of guys since fucking I was a kid, bro. Who am I to come? Like, you have to build that reputation, and like, no matter how big you get, and that's back to that whole ego thing. You know what I mean? It's like, start small, build the foundation, and then build your scene on top of it. Like what you guys have done with your podcast, you're building your community, and you're building, and that's just the way this game works. And I think that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned personally.
100%. So now with FTC bringing it Joburg, also having it in Cape Town, as like bringing a Cape Town brand to Joburg. What would you say is like the biggest difference when you have a party up here and when you have one down there? Because this one's also kind of like a solo thing. Because last time we used to partner with like Garden Party when you'd come up to Jersey.
And I think I am gonna look at speaking at Aiden again because I love working with him. He's a fucking brilliant guy to work with. I think he knows what's going on. He's an incredible producer. He's a super fucking awesome dude. I think right now this FTC is about creating awareness. And when it's the right time, because everything is about timing. Like, you got to pull the trigger at the right time. When it's time to work with Aiden again, I'd love to work with him again. It just has to align. I think Subculture aligned with him at the right time, and you must understand, bro. Like, music changes, so do people. Like, everyone's going through the different stuff. So Aiden's on. I don't know what he's up to now, but like, I will reach out to him. But like, you know what I'm saying. And I think
100%.
I think right now with this, what's happening here with FTC, I'm coming here to Joburg to show the sound, because to be honest, I think this sound resonates better in Joburg than it does Cape Town. Because like, you know, Joburg, you know, you grew up listening to hip hop in Joburg. I mean, I did, like, you know what I'm saying? And like, I think that hip hop sound resonates with the culture here. It resonates more. And like, for Cape Town, it's going to be a harder challenge, FTC, introducing them into that sound. But then again, like, music at the moment is moving at such a fast BPM. You look at, so what's trending at the moment is hard groove. I don't know if you guys are familiar with hard groove. 140 BPM. And it's like, it's a subgenre of house, but with tech elements. Okay? And what's nice about garage is it matches the BPM. So we're trying to, like, that's how I see FTC. It's finally a genre that has breaks, like, and that's a bit more left field, and that has that hip hop influence, and that has that kind of sound that is more relatable. And that's why, like, I'm interested for tonight's set to see what happened. Like, bro, I went and I played a set now in George. Not in George, man, in fucking the Karoo. But it was organized by guys in George. But they're all trance heads, bro. Like, fucking 150 BPM. I was fucking chilling with the guys from Our Minds. And this guy's trying to teach me how to play trance. So I'm like, the fuck? What the fuck, man? I don't want to do it. Yes, dude, that music's fast, And but it's, and like, I learned how to appreciate that sound, bro. Anyway, so I played this set at FTC, and it was the FTC takeover, and I watched people resonate with garage, dude, and I was just like, fuck, this is sick. Like, you know what I mean? You take them on a journey. And the thing is, as you said, there's so many different variations of garage. Like, I can play a down tempo set at 135 BPM of garage, but it sounds like it's deep house. Like, so yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's where you place it. Like, right now I'm doing a party on the 23rd at One Park. So One Park is like very like what's the word? Eclectic.
Eclectic?
Yeah, that's a dyslexia pulling through.
He's the dictionary.
I could never fucking say this word.
It's the real reason you never.
Thank God for autocorrect, dude. If I didn't have autocorrect, I'd be so fucked.
We'll get it in the bottom there.
So anyway, so yeah, and like we've got this spot at One Park, and like it's such a privilege to be able to play there, dude, and like to show FTC, and that's the next stage, and like that's why we at you. And big shout out to listener Shana, still banging
shout out Shana, providing the tracks. It's been hot.
You know what it is? It's it's Shana. What did we say earlier?
The Mano.
The Mano.
Shana, the Mano, baby.
We said that online. Anyway, so going back to the One Park thing, bro, like I'm super excited to like be able to take that sound and introduce it to people that actually understand music, and like and that's back to your point again, it's like keeping it super underground. Like, yeah, we had Bad Manners, bro. Like, I fought for this date for so long because I knew that this is a place that it has people that are actually open-minded to actually like look at music and understand music and try change their perspective of sounds, you know, like inclusivity is a big thing, bro. Like, that's a big reason why I made the band like Pink. It's so neutral. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, because it's one thing I've noticed with Bad Manners and people that come here, it's like they kind of say the DJ is going to tell me what music I should listen to.
Yes,
yeah, 100%. I think that's a big thing, because it's like you can often get so stuck in a rut saying I only listen to house, I only listen to Afrotech, I only listen to techno, and it's like you're missing a world of genres, and it's like you just don't know. It's like when people say they don't like garage, it's like you just haven't seen someone DJ garage, because you would love it immediately. It's like Bad Manners, you can come here and be like, I'm going to listen to house, I'm going to listen to garage, I'm going to listen to down tempo, all within one night, and just be excited with it.
Exactly.
That's the most dynamic part about it. It's like, bro, sometimes you'll see a lineup and you know you're going to hear the same sound from start to finish, just in a different way. But in this place, like the fact that you started off with deep house as well,
but like,
come on, man.
Bro, house is a nation, dude. Like, you know, deep house is such... it's such beautiful music, and like progression is an awesome thing. So like exponentially growing your BPM. So like you'll see tonight, well, Avi will come on and like he'll play some beautiful house, and then like, you know, we have Anthony coming in and he's pushing a sound that he doesn't normally push, and it's like, I know that the crowd comes here because they're willing to listen to a different sound and form their own opinion on it. You know what I mean? And that's the space that I want to. And that's then again back to your point, underground music.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Don't ever become a prisoner. Underground music.
Yeah, dude. Never become a prisoner of a style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like,
that's what I was even gonna say about you as a DJ. It's like, I've never known you to just play one thing. Like you always like show up, like that night in Mods as well when you were playing Lido Bar.
Yeah.
The break beats you were throwing, I was actually like, wait, what's going on?
That was in December, eh?
Yeah, that was in December.
Yeah,
the music you were playing was just so like different to what I'm used to you playing,
exactly,
like when you were playing like up here in Joburg.
Yeah.
And then now again tonight, I'm excited to see what's
exactly. Yeah, fuck, I've got a really cool set planned. But those Lido sets, man, it's like fucking huge shout out to Modular, man. Like running those Tuesdays, fuck, dude, like that like what those guys have done is fucking, it's like, it's incredible.
Yeah.
So like, you know, Patrick and Costa and Jed and like that whole team, it's like, you know, they have given Cape Town the proper underground foundation, and like the opportunities they've given me, like, bro, like think about it, like I've done every Tuesday, I've never missed one for 3 years now. All right.
Yeah.
I was able to, because I've only been DJing for 3 years, right? So like I was able to learn and play in Modular, and they gave me that opportunity, dude. And like the sounds that you can push and the way that you can take your variations of music and you can test different things. Like, you know, fuck, I played it back to back. I think the night that you watched was either with Claudia Lavissa or was I playing by myself?
Yeah, it was back to back. Yeah,
with a girl.
Yeah. No, it was a gent.
Oh, okay, all right.
Like big hair. I think it was like a Plug City, maybe.
It is, okay, yeah. So that was all like a huge deep tech set, and that was so sick. And like, it's crazy, like, you know, having to meet these people and fucking, you know, with thing like us being able to play those sounds together, you know, and like, because that's deep tech that you were listening to, and like, you know, it was such a sick story about how me and him met, bro. Like, I met him at third place. And I was like, yo, dude, I played Modular, like, let me, and he was like, not keen.
Yeah.
The only time I've ever hung out with Jay is like when we play music.
Oh,
like, no, seriously, like I've never ever chilled with him outside of
just playing
DJing together.
Yeah.
How weird is that as a relationship?
That's
bro?
that's wild.
I think it's a nice thing, like just playing music, it's like another bond that you're gonna get with someone.
Yeah.
No, and back to back, it's still like a conversation. Like it's like you're still talking through music.
Exactly. But like, and the thing is, like, you start resonating with the person and their sound and like how it is, because like, you know, back to back's a very interesting thing. Like, you know, you got to be able to feed off one another, bro. Like, you know, I play a track, you play a track, but like you can't interfere in what they're doing. There's like such fine lines, dude. Like, but that set that you watched us play was fucking.
It was fucking sick.
I remember opening with this old school 90s breakbeat track.
Yes.
I was actually gonna play it tonight, funny enough, because it's actually a garage track.
Yeah.
But I played it. It's 135 BPM. But I opened that set with it at 122 BPM.
Oh, hectic! And then you just made it back.
Just slowed it down completely, and then you built up like that. Yeah, fuck, man, like.
That's so cold. Man.
Yeah,
Shit.
but yeah, bro, like. Interesting point where we're at now, and it's like keen to see what happens this season, I guess. Yeah.
Davey and I were having like very deep chats last night, and we were literally like so excited for today, because from the last time we spoke to you and just watching what you've been doing, like just seeing like the posts and the fucking pics and everything.
Yeah.
You've always been someone to us that's inspiring, because you give a fuck about the music
bro, I
first.
appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man. Where it's like,
thank you.
People don't. It's hard to push an underground genre, man. It's not easy. Like you can just take a mainstream-ish genre, fucking throw some big names on it and put it out. But the stuff that you've been doing with Minimal, stuff you've been doing with Cafe, like it's just cool to watch it, because it feels like across the pond. It's like we sent you to war in Cape Town.
Yeah,
you're out there busy doing it, and you come back and
they
like,
drop me in the deep end, the parachute, fucking straight to the gulag.
Full PTSD, like this shell shock eyes, like guys, it was hectic.
Yeah, it was hectic, bro. Fuck, these past 2 years have been hectic, but You know what, bro? Fucking carrying on, dude. Like,
yeah, 100%.
Do it for the love, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking.
It's giving the party's gonna start.
I know, I'm getting nervous.
Yeah.
But shout out to Shayna.
Hey, shout out to Shayna.
I keep forgetting that this circle's dropping trippers behind us.
Oh boy.
What a set.
Great tracks, dude. Fucking hell.
Killing the game right now.
Yeah, 100%.
But boys, I think,
yeah, man.
Is there anything else, yeah?
No, I mean, I'm happy with it. Do you feel like you...
No, I just want to give a shout out to you, gents. I appreciate what you're doing.
No, man.
Like,
fuck, let me get involved.
Really, like, guys, keep it up. And, like, you know, I'm so happy. Like, I've been wanting to have this conversation for a long time. And, like, I think this is the perfect space.
Yeah, definitely.
I even feel like right now there's like a weight lifted off my shoulders, bro.
I'm so glad.
100%.
Keep going and we're going to fuck shit up, dude. This is going to be the best season since, yeah?
Oh, bro. For me, it's
100%.
Yes,
I feel like season's starting off fucking beautifully already.
Season started right now.
Right now, boy.
Right, Bad Manners season just started.
Big shout out to Bad Manners. Big shout out to Shayna. Big shout out to fucking Vaabs.
Vaabs Bocos, baby.
Saying, dude. Shout out Street Dictionary. Check us out. FTC. Welcome to UK Garage.
Yeah, facts.
Shout out
to you, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. Yeah. Gentlemen, you guys are the best.
You deserve the roses now. You don't need them later. You need them now.
We keep working. Keep working.
Cool. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining this very special edition of Vaabs Podcast. We have been your hosts, Captain Lebrazel and Davey, the most delicious D to ever take place.
Bad Manners, baby.
This has been my class. That's been Shayno.
You know what it
We've been in Detention Radio, in fucking FTC, in fucking
Street
Bad
Diary,
Manners.
baby.
Shout out
How
all
many
the
collabs?
Get involved.
Oi,
Shout out, gents.
Shout out, man.
Fuck. Gents, that was sick, yeah? Guys, this is sick. Shot!